I think I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of Constructed. I want to play my mage deck a little bit. I've been tweaking the mage deck some for the tournament. I keep going back and forth between having a little more early aggression, like Arcane Missiles, versus a Frost Nova for control or Cone of Cold for control. I do have 12 unopened packs since I bought a set of 40 a while ago. I like Cone of Cold. That's what I currently have in here. So this deck is a token. So it's really a token control late game damage deck. Which the tough part is because it's doing a few different things, getting the balance right is hard. It tends to be a little bit of a tenuous deck at times. If you lose early, it's tough to come out of it, but it can also work particularly well. The real linchpin of the deck is getting a blizzard on having a blizzard by turn 5, because I found that if I don't have a blizzard by turn 5, I'm usually in pretty rough shape. That's why I added Cone of Cold to give me something that's like a blizzard. So unfortunately, we don't have anything really to do here on turn 2. We could coin in the Imp Master, but I'd rather just attack. Thanks, Dogan. So, yeah, let me change the stream title real quick. I finally figured out how I can change the stream title, the channel title, and it actually updates properly. Alright, so let's see. Silverback. I could coin into Sinjin here. I think I'd rather still save the coin and just go ahead and drop Imp Master.
I am not a morning person.
So turn 4, we'll get Sinjin down. He's gonna silence my Leopard Gnome. Well, there he goes. He silenced the Imp Master. I could Cone of Cold here. It's not a bad idea.
Let the dark in.
I feel icky.
So I'm in pretty good shape still. Generally with this deck, if I can get to turn 5, 6, 7 and have more than 20, 25 health, I usually do pretty good. This deck does pretty good in the mid to late game. It's just getting to the mid to late game with enough health. It tends to be an issue. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and coin Knife Juggler and Sinjin this time.
Put this apple on your head.
Yeah, done.
So this is pretty good now. We haven't got the Blizzard yet, but we have good board control. Turn 7, we'll have Flame Strike if we need it. We have 8 Pyroblast and Fireball already, so we can do 17 points of damage. And you figure with the hero power, it's 19 points of damage, and we really want it. No, the knife wouldn't have thrown twice. The knife procs off of minion summons, not cards. No problem. Let's see here. Let's see what we hit. Alright, you know what? He's getting low enough now that I'm just gonna keep putting damage into him.
Job's done.
Because of Pyroblast and Flame Strike, I'm not too worried. Because we can Flame Strike next turn, clear the board if we need to, or probably clear the board. And we can do 11 points of damage next turn, assuming he kills all of our minions. So my guess is that's probably an explosive trap. So if we attack him, he'll kill both of our minions. But doesn't matter. Well, no, maybe it's not an explosive trap because he decided to attack us instead. Well, let's see, because if it's... What do I want to do here? Let's just attack. I want to see what the trap is. Yeah, it's explosive trap. Alright, so we'll go ahead and... you know what? I'm not going to Flame Strike. Instead, I'm going to Arcane Intellect. I could Fireball, guarantee kill him next turn. Or I could do 1 point of damage. Either way, I can guarantee kill him next turn. I don't need the Fireball for that. But yeah, I do. I'm just going to Fireball him.
Job's done.
I can't see him putting out 23 points of damage next turn, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's game. GG. Yeah, rogues are probably the only ones that can put out 23 points of damage with no mana in like 1 turn. So, I'm now 3-star master. I have been 3-star master for a little while, which is the highest you can get in beta. I pretty much got to 3-star master with this deck. So, let's give it another try. We'll play some of these other decks as well. So I have to say, I haven't seen anybody else really play this mage deck. You do see some control, like frost-oriented mage decks, but I haven't seen anybody with a token angle, so I think it works pretty well. I mean, in ranked, I tend to win 70-75% of the time. Although I did use it in the tournament, and that did not go very well, so...
Jaina!
And by not well, I mean 1 in 5.
You asked for it.
Although,
my magic will
if I hadn't
tear
messed
you
up, I would have
apart.
beaten the guy who eventually won it all. Don't need Flame Strike this early. I'm going to keep the Polymorph, drop the second Imp Master. So the best opener for this deck is going second and having Knife Juggler and Mirror Entity, because then you get to coin into the Knife Juggler on turn 2. I'll probably play this... am I going to use a different deck for the tournament? I think I'm going to use this deck again, honestly. I feel like it's good. Alright, so we're not going to do anything this turn, but turn 2, we're going to Knife Juggle and Mirror Image. Nice, we got Blizzards. That's really good for this deck. So if you play Knife Juggler first. Now Mirror Image, which is a spell, summons 2 minions, but because it summons minions, they proc the Knife Juggler ability. So you get 2 Knife Juggler procs. And with 2 taunt minions down, usually they can't remove the Knife Juggler that turn. So they can't remove the Knife Juggler. Now we play Imp Master, and we get 2 more procs. So the best opening for this deck is Leopardone turn 1, Coin, Knife Juggler, Mirror Image turn 2, Imp Master turn 3. It can be pretty nasty.
I am not a morning person.
Hey, catch!
And we have a second knife juggler now. So even if she kills that one, we'll still get a proc off our token next turn.
What to do? What to do?
Thanks, Alta. I try to be pretty talkative about the game. I don't need Flame Strike. We could drop Knife Juggler. I'm kind of tempted to go Arcane Intellect instead. I am going to go Arcane Intellect instead.
Job's done.
The main reason I did that is because it's hard, with this deck, sometimes it's hard to use Arcane Intellect, and that was a decent time to use it. Now, we might end up losing the board here, but we have Blizzard if she puts small minions down. We have Flame Strike in a few turns for big minions.
I am master
Can also
of
Mad
magics.
Bomber. Alright, so we could Knife Juggler and then Mad Bomber. I think that's the play.
Put this apple on your head.
And hopefully the Mad Bomber hits
You wanna blow
the
something
Dalaran
up?
Mage,
Job's done.
and not our guys. Oh, he killed our Imp Master. That's not cool. That was unlucky. It's a problem with the Mad Bomber, though. Sometimes he does mad things. Now, I just added Mad Bomber to this deck. I actually forgot I had added him. I'll have to go back and look and see what I took out for him. I think I might... can't remember if I put Fairy Dragon Spick in this deck or not. I think I did. So we got unlucky with the Mad Bomber. But see, here's why this deck is good in mid to late game. So if she drops a couple minions, I can clear them with Blizzard, one big minion for Polymorph. If she decides to go control, which she just did, then she's getting some card value there, but she's not getting more minions down. So pretty much anything she does, I can react to. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and Polymorph here and clear the board. So next turn we have Blizzard or Flame Strike, and then turn 8 we can start dropping Pyroblast. You know, it looks like a pretty even game, and it may very well be. I don't know what card she has. It looks like she's playing mostly a spell power deck though, which doesn't concern me as much because I'll just remove her minions. Now the only thing would be if she played some big spell power minions that I couldn't get rid of, and then she Pyroblast, that would be the only issue. Questing Adventure. Wow, she really doesn't have anything to play, it looks like. So I have Alexstrasza in this deck, mostly as a heal. But if those of you haven't seen Alexstrasza, that's the card. She also can be a big debuff. I can drop 15 health off the opponent sometimes. It's really not a good option here. I'm just gonna Arcane Intellect, actually. That's better. Alright, so we could Cone of Cold. I think instead I'll play Leopard Gnome and ping her for 1.
Job's done.
The reason I'm pinging her for 1, I'd like to get her down under 20 so that the 2 Pyroblasts can kill her.
I am master of magics.
We can do 10 points this turn, and then we can do 10 points next turn, and now she's going to kill our Leopard Gnome. So we can kill her in 2 turns. The question is, can she kill us in that same amount of time? The safe play here would be to Flame Strike. But I kind of want to double Pyroblast. Or a Cone of Cold and Mad Bomber is an even safer play. I'll do that.
What to do?
Wanna blow something up?
So next turn I can Blizzard or Flame Strike. I should have just double Pyroblasted, I think. Because odds of her doing 23 points of damage in 2 turns, but you never know. With Spell Power out, if she Pyroblasted us, that'd be 10, 11, 13, 15. So it's possible.
I hope you like my invention.
Mirror Image will be helpful. But I'm just going to Hero Power now to clear the board.
Well, job done.
So next turn was probably Mirror Image and Pyroblast, honestly.
The gates are open.
Yeah, especially with Lord of the Arena out. Oh, I could Fireball. Let's see. Alright. Still playing kind of safe.
If you're sure.
I do tend to probably play too conservative at times. That's something I need to change. Yeah, the game could have been over with the double Pyroblast, maybe. But we've had control pretty much the entire time. And we're not within Pyroblast range for her yet. Now, we could be in 2 Pyroblast range, but...
Oh, if you're sure.
Job done.
Yeah, I still have my heal from Alexstrasza if I need it. But she'll die next turn from Pyroblast if she can't kill me. Yeah, there's no way she can't do 17 points of damage with 6 mana. And Freeze doesn't affect Pyroblast, so that's game. So, I could have ended the game earlier, maybe, but there's a chance I would have died. Versus playing this way, I pretty much guarantee to win.
Well played.
So yeah, so the Mage deck's 2-0 now, doing pretty well. I think that might have finished the Mage daily. Yeah, it did. Cool, 60 gold. Well, there's always a chance to die with her drawing cards, but what could she have put down that really would have hurt me? She either had to clear my minions, which she did, or she could have put her minions down, which I could have cleared. So, I would still felt like I was in control the entire time. I'll play this deck one more time. Let's see what the daily quests are real quick. Rogue or Paladin? So we could play the Rogue Zen-style Rogue deck. We could play this Kassadin deck for a Paladin. I kind of want to play my Mage deck one more time. You know what? I want to do. Let's do the daily quest. Let's play the Rogue deck. So I haven't played this Rogue deck a lot. This is the Rogue deck that won the Mana Grind tournament 2 weeks ago. I usually put the. I usually after the tournaments, put the decks into my collection so that we can play them.
Valir!
So,
I'm
I'm not sure I will be very good with this deck because I don't even remember what's in it. But...
Watch your back.
Alright, so pretty aggressive start here. So we'll start with Lepernon on turn 1.
Job's done.
Yeah, you can only have 2 copies of a card in constructed, that's correct. And you can only have, unless it's a legendary, and then you can only have 1. We could double Elven Archer here. I'd rather save Elven Archer to trade with a minion, so I'm just gonna weapon up and attack.
Here we go.
So we have 2 Elven Archer and 2 Backstabs, kind of an interesting start. I like to save the Backstabs to proc combos later on. I honestly don't remember the cards that are in this deck. I should have looked before I started playing it. Well, he just healed up, so...
Here we go.
It's kind of funny, we've basically only drawn, what, 3 cards? Leper Gnomes, Elven Archers, and Backstab? It's kind of odd. Shift. Alright, well... This is just strange. I don't know what to really play here. Should I double Elven Archer? Why not?
One shot, one kill. One
Let's
shot,
just keep the aggression going.
kill.
Here we go.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Thing is, we'll be able to remove pretty much any smaller minions. Can't remove a Fin Creeper though. Well, there's the head crack.
So many options.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
Here we go.
That was probably not a very efficient way to do anything, but it was just a strange start. We had all those Elven Archers. I probably should just save the Elven Archers, you're right, but... What am I looking at to my right? I have the stream up on my television, which is to my right. So occasionally I glance over to make sure that the stream isn't locked up or something strange isn't going on. My cat's sometimes here to the right as well. Okay, so we could drop the SI agent. I'd rather get Defias down.
This is our town,
And
scrub.
head crack again.
Job's done.
This deck definitely has 2 head cracks in it. That golden head crack animation is pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorites. Especially how the fire comes through the skull's eyes. I think it's pretty cool animation.
Truth is my shield.
I don't really want to sap that guy after I popped his shield already. So if we backstab him, an SI agent.
This guy's toast.
And then I could weapon up and kill him. I think I'll do that.
Here we go.
Keeps our minions alive. We don't get to cycle our head crack for that turn, but I think that's the better play. I really need some draw power here. I know there's a Gadgetzan Auctioneer in this deck.
Embrace the void.
Achinai Soul Priest. So Achinai Soul Priest, now he's gonna be able to do damage and instead of healing, which can be pretty effective. Oh nice. Cobalt Geomancer is gonna make our head crack hit for even more.
No, take candle.
We could sap his Soul Priest. Don't know that I really want to sap his Soul Priest. I'm just gonna keep putting damage into him, honestly.
Looking at me.
Here we go.
Because with our head crack cycling, we'll be able to kill him in a few turns, or we'll force him to heal.
Well played.
Well played. Is he gonna kill me this turn? Oh, he is gonna kill me this turn. He's gonna make it a 16-16. He's gonna hit me for 32 damage. Oh my god. Ha ha ha. Well, alright, obviously he was just saving his cards up for that combo. There's not much you can do about that. I mean, it's a cheese combo. You know, it's a 4-card combo, which, you know, he'll get once every 5 games. So it's a cheese combo. If you play that deck like in a competitive tournament, you would never get very far. You'll win 1 or 2 games, but and it's a nice combo. It happens. But it is a lesson that I probably should have sapped that guy. But I don't know. I still wouldn't have done it any different, honestly.
Valera versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Watch your...
Alright, so we're not going to be able to coin... Oh yeah, we'll coin Ringleader, which will be great. This is a good start here. So he used the double a minion's health twice and then change a minion's health to its attack. Its attack to its health, so...
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
You know, the combo also works really well with Lightwell. You could make a Lightwell, which is a 0-5. You make it a 0-10, and then a 0-20, and then a 20-20. So, I mean, it's a gimmick. It works, but it's not something that I really think you should do on a regular basis at all. We could silence the spell power, but I'd rather get Fairy Dragon down and stay aggressive.
You looking at me?
Job's done.
Coin Ringleader is a no-brainer. You don't see an Unbound over Elemental very often, I have to say. Kind of interesting. We could just silence him.